A very warm welcome to everyone who's here. If you're new here, my name is T. And before you leave, don't forget to hit the subscription button. Right. And to my subscribers and my viewers, thank you for sticking with me once again. I really appreciate you guys, and I really appreciate your support. And guys, I am trying to get the natural light, and again I'm at the same spot where on the road where you know what, the cars passing, so you will hear the sound of the cars outside and they're like, my apologies. Okay, so today I come with a topic that I've spoken about previously. The reason why I'm back with this topic is because not on social media, but just outside, people ask me what it is like to be a single mother. Okay, so people wanna know like the inside of a single mother, and most of these people are people that are not single mothers, are people that are curious to know, or it's other single mothers that also want to hear your experience or the understanding of the whole single motherhood. Okay, so a person asks you, someone comes to you and asks you, how is it like to be a single parent? Obviously, the answer that comes first is it's difficult. Being a single parent is hard. It's not a walk in the park. So to start off with, let me make it clear that there are different types of single mothers. And I'm going to make mention of two, which are popular, right? So you do get a single mother who's planned to become a single mother. Okay, so you don't want to get married, you just want a child. So you have a child with someone, but you don't want that person in your life. All you want is a child. So this is something that we call a planned single motherhood. And then you get single mothers. They just wake up in the morning and find themselves single parents. Not planned, nothing absolutely. You just wake up and you find yourself a single mother. And this is where my focus is. This is where the majority of us falls under, that category. We fall under that category of, it just happens to us. We didn't want to become single mothers, but we just find ourselves with no plan to raise kids alone. We had actually planned to raise kids with our partners, but then, you know what, it just happens. Okay. So one thing that you have to know as a single parent is you need to remember that there's a missing link in the whole setup now. There's a missing parent in your children's lives. And it's gonna take time for the kids and yourself to adjust to the situation. It's not an overnight thing. You don't expect to wake up one morning and expect your kids to adjust to the fact that there is no dad, you know what I mean, in their lives. So this is it's sensitive, and you have to handle it as such. And it's a tough job. It's a tough job to be a great parent, to give your child the love, or your children the love that they require. So you need to learn and prepare yourself to be completely independent. And you are being independent for yourself first and for your kids. Because when you are independent, I mean, for yourself, you personally, then it's gonna be easy for you to deal with the kids, to deal with the questions that you know what the kids are going to bring up, because they're gonna come up with a lot of questions. Whether it's one child, whether it's two kids. I am generally I just have one child. But I'm talking on behalf of all single mothers. You can have one, you can have two, you can have five. You just find yourself in that situation. So you need to prepare yourself. You need to you know, be independent, stand on your feet, be strong for yourself and for these kids that you have, because you're the one who's going to be dealing with them every day of your life. Because I mean, we're talking about the mothers that are staying with the kids in the what, in the house. I think for me it was more difficult because I was a first time mom, right? And I found myself as a single mom. So it became very, very difficult for me because both I didn't expect. It's not like I was in a marriage with the kids and then I got divorced. I just found myself, I'm a first time mom, and the marriage just breaks at that time. So you do get the mothers that are like me as well. It's not easy because now you have to deal with a child. You have to deal with your situation as to the reasons why you got into being a single parent. In terms of parenthood, you are alone. You need to do everything by yourself. Whatever was meant to be done by two people is done by one person, and this one person is you. So it also goes back to now you being independent, to you being that strong person. Because now if you're not that strong, you are not going to be able to handle doing two people's work. You know what I mean? Being a mother and a father at the same time. Not that you are replacing the father, but I'm talking about the tasks. And that also brings me to also multitasking. You know, talk about multitasking, because now you have to multitask. You remember, probably you've got a baby, or you've got other kids that are going to school, and when you were in a marriage, maybe your husband used to drop off the kids and used to look after the, drop off the kids that goes to school, and then maybe you used to look after the baby at home, or you used to help each other in this whole parenting. But now because you're alone, you now need to learn to multitask. Know, how am I going to do, who's going to drop the kids, how am I going to drop the kids, who's going to stay with the kids, what am I going to do. And also now it also brings the issue of like family. If you have family that helps you, that can be helping you, it makes your life easy, because now somebody can stay at home with your child, and you can go about and drop off the other kids to school and things like that. And you need to know that you are doing a great job. You need to give yourself the credit that you deserve. You are one person who is doing a job for two people. Remember, you are doing twice the work. You are doing great. And do not ever allow anyone to tell you otherwise. Don't ever allow anyone to tell you otherwise. As single mothers, we need to take pride in our journeys and accomplishments. We are doing a great job. It's actually a journey. We are accomplishing a lot of things that are being accomplished by two people, but you are doing it all by yourself. Why not take pride? Why not pat your back, and say, you know what, I'm doing great. And another thing, ladies, is let's not let our circumstances make us lose focus. Yes, it might be bad. Yes, one morning you don't want to wake up. one more the same situations that we're going through. A lot. You're not alone. You are not alone. You just need to be strong. You just need to be strong. And I just want to bring this up, like, when I found myself in this situation, like for me personally, I was glad that all those arguments that were going on for years were gone. They were over. Yeah. All the fighting that has been going on was over. It's difficult, yes. I'm alone with the child, but I don't have to feel unappreciated. I had peace. I don't have to worry about, where is he? What is he doing with who? So I was glad. I know some people might come and bash me. That's why I said for me personally, I'm not saying for everybody that's how people feels, because we different. Our circumstances are different, even though we find ourselves together as single mothers. But what brings us together is different. We walk different roads to get to there. Our journeys were different to get to the point where we are together right now. So we all have different experiences as to how we got to be single moms, right? So let's not judge each other. Every person comes, with their own different journeys, and we need to support each other in that. And having said that, I know that dealing with kids, personally, I think this is like the bulk. That's why you're called a single mom, because it's mainly dealing with the kids. Dealing with the kids is a totally different, especially when you're coming from a situation where you had somebody who was there to help you out. It's difficult. It's very, very difficult. There's a lot of, I said it before, there's a lot of explaining to be done to the kids, especially if you have grown up kids, or even our kids this nowadays. You need to explain to them as to why there's a missing link. Remember, these kids, they go to school. They find out at school, they know that, you know what, kids talk, my dad did this, my dad did that, and all that. They're going to come home and ask, why is it that we don't have a dad in the house? What happened to him, So you must be ready to explain this to the kids, because they want to know why other kids have both parents and they don't have. So you have to be able to have these conversations openly with them. And this is something that you will have to do alone. As difficult as it is, mom, you will have to do it alone, and you will have to do it. And the earlier you do that, the better for you and the kids as well. So they have to know as you go, the kids have to know that there's nothing wrong with your family. There's nothing wrong with there being a missing link in the family. You are whole as you are. Without him, you are a complete family. And I also want to say, single mothers, this is your situation and my situation. We are in this together. You have to know, like I said, that you're a whole person. And one more thing is, there are always people out there that feels like, you could have done things their way, that have different opinions, that feels like what you did was wrong, or what you're doing, how you bring up your kids as a single mother, it's wrong. Remember, you have to do what is good for you. Don't worry about those people. You have to do what is good for you and what is good for your kids. You are awesome. And I need you to remember and always remind yourself that you're great. Always remind yourself that you're doing an awesome, awesome, awesome job raising these kids alone. Imagine. You're doing a damn great job, man. Forget about those people. Do you? Do you? Because you're doing this yourself. They're not there to help you. So their opinion doesn't count. And don't make your situation make you different from anybody else. Your situation is never any different from anybody else. And I am so grateful for being, don't mind my son, I'm so grateful for being a single mom, you know. Extremely grateful. And one thing that I need to tell you, moms, is it does get better. It does get better with time. And don't let anyone make you feel differently. Don't let anyone, no one should make you feel different. You are strong as you are, and as difficult as it is, you will get through it, and you need to keep the positivity. And this positivity is going to take you a very long way. Moms, you're doing a great job. It isn't easy, but you are doing it. You are doing it. So yes, if a person asks you, how is it to be a single mother? It is difficult, but it gets better with time. It gets better. Everything gets better with time. I've come to the end of my video, and I'm gonna leave you with these parting words. Moms, please find joy in your circumstances. Please find joy in your circumstances. And this is the moral of this video. We as single mothers, we need to find joy in our circumstances. We can't beat ourselves, because in most cases we did not ask to be single mothers. And I pray and hope that this video was helpful, and this video is gonna reach each and every woman out there who's a single mother, who's struggling with single parenthood or single motherhood. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being with me up until the end of this video. I really appreciate you. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And please share your stories, moms. Share your stories, moms. I would really love to hear your stories and share those stories. Thank you.